Hello again everyone, and welcome back to the 3i video series, in-depth insight and information. Today I have a special game for you guys. I was rushing with the P90 and was able to get the M.O.A.B bomb, and in case you don't know what that is, it stands for Massive Ordnance Blast, or Mother of All Bombs. And the way you get the M.O.A.B is by getting a 25 kill streak. And that does not mean with your kill streaks. You actually have to get each kill with either your gun or equipment. And for those of you who have not seen the M.O.A.B, it is just like the nuke in Modern Warfare 2, except it does not end the game. It kills every member of the enemy team that is alive at the moment, and also EMPs them for the rest of the match. So if you actually do ever get a M.O.A.B, you want to go ahead and call that in as soon as possible, because it will give your team a little bit of an edge. As you can see, we have a game of domination and interchange, which used to be my least favorite map next to Outpost, but I'm starting to like it a little more now. Right there, as you saw, the guy who killed me, his name is Unseen, and that was a very good move he did there, and just wanted to give a special shout out to him. Enjoyed playing with him the night of this gameplay. Now, for this game I'm using the Specialist Strike package. And as I said in the last video I put up, I'm going to be doing more of those because I think it's more exciting to watch whenever you're getting all the kills actually with your own gun than instead of kill streaks. I think so, you know, I don't know, a little more exciting, a little more funner to watch. Now I've changed up my kill streaks a little bit from the last game that I showed you with the Specialist package, and this is now my favorite setup. My starting perks are Extreme Conditioning Pro, Hardline Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. And in case you didn't watch my previous video, I will go ahead and explain why those are what I chose. I use Extreme Conditioning Pro because it allows you to get up on the enemy very quickly before they're expecting it, and when you're rushing, it's extremely useful to be able to get across the map in the shortest amount of time as possible. I'm using Hardline Pro because it allows you to get your first perk in one kill, or by taking one objective as you saw earlier. And Steady Aim Pro because Steady Aim on the P90 is just totally awesome. You'll have to try it, it's just really cool. This is actually the first Call of Duty where I've ever really used Steady Aim. In all the previous ones, the way the game was, I just always aimed down sights. But this one's a little faster paced, I guess because the maps are a little smaller, a little more tight, and it's much quicker to just shoot from the hip than it is to aim down sights and then fire. Now you'll see me, as soon as I spawn, in most of the games you'll watch, I'll go ahead and pull out my secondary weapon right off, and that's because a lot of the secondary machine pistols, you have to either rack something in, or like the FNG, you have to like unfold it or something, and you don't want to have to do that right in the middle of a firefight, because you'll most likely die. Now, the proficiency that I'm using on the P90 is range, and that just allows you to have a lot more power at longer ranges, and just makes you a little more versatile while using the submachine guns. And the attachment I'm using is rapid fire, because the P90 is actually a little bit weak if you don't put rapid fire on it, but if you do, it's just awesome. I have yet to use the next two machine guns you unlock after the P90, but I've heard the MP7 is actually a very good gun, but I will hopefully be able to get some gameplay of that for you guys at a later date. Now, for the perks that I unlock for the Specialist package are Sleight of Hand first, because when you're rushing, especially on a game like Domination where they spawn immediately, you'll end up facing a lot of enemies at the same time. So you'll end up having to reload and finish off the rest of the enemies, so it's extremely handy to be able to do that as quickly as possible. The second perk I unlock is Scavenger Pro, and that's because about that time I'm running out of ammo and I need to get more. That keeps me from having to pick up another weapon, and allows me to use the weapon of my choice for the entire length of my life at the moment. So I would suggest that would be your second perk you unlock if you are planning on going for the M.O.A.B. My third perk is Blast Shield Pro, and that's because, as everyone knows, in every Call of Duty, it's like a, frag fest or whatever. There's grenades everywhere, and you can be on your way to a M.O.A.B and have a grenade blow right up in your face and not be able to do anything about it. So that's why I chose Blast Shield Pro, and it also makes it to where flashes and stuns don't affect you nearly as much, and that's one thing I hate is flashes. I've seen them last for like ever. So that's the perk setup I use now, after delving a little bit deeper into the Specialist package. Now, I suggest if you're going to want to get the M.O.A.B, just first play to win the game, and then secondly to get your M.O.A.B. You know, just go ahead and play to win, go ahead and have fun, and then if you're putting together a good string of kills, like you see here, then I go ahead and really try and go for that M.O.A.B. Now, I had played a few games previous to this and had not been able to get it, but I was still having fun and just kept playing and didn't allow myself to get frustrated. That's something that if you're like me, you really got to pay attention to and keep yourself calm. The team I play with is so good as a team that we like always win. So I'm so used to winning without really even trying that when I'm not, especially if I'm playing by myself or just like one of them, like here I'm playing with Deuces Wild, then I'll tend to get really frustrated and upset, and I play worse when I'm upset. Now, Aces, he actually plays better when he gets mad, but I'm the opposite. So if you're like me, you have to really try and stay calm, stay focused, and don't allow yourself to get frustrated. Now that the game has been out for a few weeks, people know about the M.O.A.B, so if you're really getting a good string of kills together, people start coming after you because they don't want you to get it. It's like the Nuke in Modern Warfare 2. So if you play it right, then it can really work to your advantage. Because, like you'll see here, the guy whose name's Infidel, he comes after me, and after me, and after me, and I kill him like 10 times while on this kill streak. And, like I said, really try and make that work to your advantage. And, like here, I'm not ever staying in one place. I keep going between B and these Humvees over here, and catching them coming from their spawn to B. That, it works extremely well. Just keep on the move, and it will keep your enemy off balance. As you saw, I just got the M.O.A.B, and I go ahead and call it in. I'll show you what it looks like from the player's perspective, and then I'll show you what it looks like in an overview, because when you're playing, you don't really get to see the animation and the work they did on the explosion for the M.O.A.B. So, since you don't ever see it very often, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like from above. The enemy actually tried to EMP it. Now, that would have really upset me. But anyways, here is the M.O.A.B from above. It's quite beautiful, actually, the animation there. And as you can see, it's actually the shock wave blast that kills the enemy. And it's not really a big game changer, other than the fact that the enemy can't call in any kill streaks. But it only kills them once, and they respawn, you know, like in Domination immediately. So it's definitely not like the Nuke in Modern Warfare 2, which I think is a very good thing. The M.O.A.B actually leaves the map in kind of a hazy, tan, dusty, weird color. It's really annoying, actually. But I don't know if you noticed there, while I had all my perks from the Specialist package, when they brought in that EMP, it didn't affect me. Now, I don't know if that has to do with the fact that I had just brought in that M.O.A.B bomb, or if it was because I had all the perks from the Specialist package. I don't know, and I'll try and find that out for you guys later, but that could be very useful if you didn't get EMP'd while you were using the Specialist package. Now that I think about it, it may have something to do with Assassin Pro or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'll let y'all know as soon as I find out. So there you have it, the M.O.A.B bomb. While rushing, I ended up with 52-9 by the end of this game, which is almost over. And like I said, I think it's more exciting with the Specialist package, getting all the kills yourself. So I'll be doing more of that for a video for you guys. Be sure to head over to CallOfDutySeries.com and enter to win the free giveaways they're doing. They are giving away a new prize each week up until Christmas. And all you have to do to enter to win the prize is answer their question of the week. The first week's prize was the G510 keyboard, which is regularly around $130. And the second week's prize was the Turtle Beach Ear Force X12 headset. Congratulations to both Brad870 and Bojo for winning those prizes. that is going to wrap up this episode of 3i. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments or things you would like to see in the 3i videos, go to callofdutyseries.com and post them on the forums, or you can email me at rezz@callofdutyseries.com. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. That really helps and allows me to help you. You can also follow my Twitter, username RezzBands. Thanks for watching, and God bless.